Hey, so my sister was visiting for the weekend, so I saw her for a couple days. Now I'm back doing my thing. I have classes tomorrow. So I decided to do a vlog and a live stream here. Um, Watching some show with my mom about Julia Child. Which is cool, I guess. Talking about using a lot of butter when you're cooking. Um, I don't know what to talk about today. I guess, um, I didn't shave this part of my beard. I guess I should do that tonight. I'm done with this. Should shave that. Looks like I'm trying to be hipster, but I'm not. Um, I think that uh, I might apply for a job at this one place my mom has a lead for, but I have to I ha yeah, whenever she wants to do that, I can do that, but I don't want to do it more than like 3 days a week. Because like I'm exhausted just being there as classes for 3 days a week. I don't have any more energy after that. Like I can't really do anything. I'm already drinking lots of water and eating a lot of Pop Tarts trying to recuperate. So like I need to maybe I'll go work at that place during 2 days a week, and then I'll go to my continue my classes the third day a week, and that'll be all the activities I'm doing in the week. And the thing is, if I can get my confidence up, then I could work more hours at the place. Like once I start doing it, I could start to realize, oh, it's not that bad, and then I could work more and more and more. And just do at the place I'm at right now. Like a lot of it is just like getting my confidence up. Just being around people because like I've been through some stuff in my lifetime where I kind of a lot of times when I'm around other people, I lose confidence. So it's really been a nice experience to be around people and gain confidence, and that's been a really positive experience. I find that I want to change like my employers pretty frequently because if you stay with one too long, they start to take advantage of you. They start to take advantage of your hard work and your skills, and I think that's basic common sense, especially for millennials. Like, you want to change your job frequently because your employer will take advantage of what you're doing if you stay there too long. Like, you really should change, and you shouldn't view it as like, oh, woe is me. Like, you shouldn't view it as like, it's the end of the world. You're losing your job or you have to change jobs or whatever. You need to view it as like natural. Like everyone wants to be like the person that goes against the tide and it sticks with their job for their whole life and stuff. But that was how they did it like 70 years ago. They used to like stick with one job their entire life, but like that's not how it works anymore. Being employed is not like not it's not like some simple thing. You would never want to be around like one group of people that long. It's just not the way it used to be. Because there are a lot of ways there's more options now than there used to be. There is more options now than there used to be. You're not just stuck doing one thing necessarily. But like when you like crap out at a job, it's kind of gets really bad. And you fall into a severe depression and you start to think it's the end of the world or whatever when you realize you can't do a job anymore. But really, all you got to do is just um all you gotta do is just keep looking around for something similar to that, but it's just enough different to make it reasonable to do, and not have it be terrible like the last job. So what I think is, I think would be good is I'm probably gonna try that place as soon as my mom asks me about that again. I'm probably gonna talk to her about it because I don't I should be trying to find something honestly, but I'm not like, I'm not in that much of a hurry. But if she brings the subject up again, I'll say I'll do that. And and look, it's going to be a learning experience as far as taking the bus there or taking the bus back. But there is a bus system in the city, and you can use the bus system. So that's an advantage I have. That I'm pretty confident with buses. My feet aren't that strong as far as like they can't go that super far and stuff, but they can go pretty far. So, I can use the bus to get a job. Um, the question is more where more than how. I mean, there's a lot of places I could apply to, but where would be the right one to do it? Because most places like stink, for lack of a better term. Most job places stink. So I don't think like I could just apply to any old job and be like, oh, this is a great time or whatever. I think that I'm probably gonna do this stream for like 30 minutes. I'm gonna wait till I get like one person to like watch the stream a little bit and go back and forth. You know, it's fun. I've seen guys on YouTube who do like a chatting. I've seen guys on YouTube and guys on Twitch do like a chatting stream, and they'll be on for hours upon hours. A lot of times they have people that are like asking them questions in the audience, but like there's you should be able to do like an oratory and deliberate and speak from the heart, speak from the mind in a confident way if you want to be a grown person. I think that's something you should do. Because, it's not like I have anything better to do. You think about it, like, what is it? What should I be doing right now? Like, will I apply for more jobs? Yeah, I will apply for more jobs. But, like, other than applying for jobs, like, what should I be doing right now? I should, talk to the audience of people out there who are looking for, communication, for someone vlogging and someone chatting and someone live streaming. And I can do all those three things. I can vlog, I can chat, and I can live stream. Vlogging is simple. Vlogging is me talking about myself. You do the vlog without even needing to be live. You do the vlog about what you had for breakfast that day and how you're doing physically, mentally, emotionally. The chatting is the harder part for me, because the chatting involved communication, goes back and forth. Usually I'll do like 30 minutes of vlogging, and then someone will come on and they'll want to chat, and they'll be like, and they'll go back and forth for about 10-15 minutes, and then I get tired from that. Because like the chatting it's more like how are other people doing, It's like you got to be empathetic to how other people are doing. That's the chatting. As far as the live streaming goes, live streaming is just a way of life, man. So it's just how you reach a wider audience. It's just a power I have in my hands with my cell phone, that I can communicate to a wide audience and do that. The thing I'm starting to realize with this YouTube channel is like, it's not a matter. It's really not a matter of like inches. Like it's not a matter of seconds. You get people to watch your stuff. It's more like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's a matter of like months and years of this. and you get like your audience little by little, and like I don't think your audience comes all at one time. I think it comes like a slow wave moving across the ocean. I don't think it's like a I don't think it's like Speedy Gonzalez or something where all of a sudden I have an audience, all of a sudden I have, 100,000 YouTube subscribers. I don't think that's how YouTube is. Now, I think it is a way for some people, people without disabilities, but my whole shtick is as I have disabilities, and so it's going to take me longer to find the audience that I hope to find, but that doesn't mean I can't do it. It's just means I have to get better at speaking. It means I have to get better at finding the voice that I'm looking for, that I'm looking to hold. I have to I have to listen to a lot of people like Joel Osteen and people doing tarot readings and doing stuff like that, and seeing how they speak for like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 minutes, 80 minutes just on their own, on their stream. And you know, you can do a speech for like 60 minutes, no problem. It's not that bad. And every time I say it, you just need to have the confidence. It's not hard. It's not strange, but you just have to have the confidence. And it just in some ways it's easier when there's people watching, but in some ways it's worse when there's people watching because your confidence goes up and it goes down. Your confidence goes up when you get somebody watching, oh boy, and then it goes down as soon as the person leaves. So really, like you really lose confidence when people start watching because then you're looking at what the number of people are or how many people are watching, and you're looking at that number, and then you lose confidence when that number goes down. And you gain confidence when it goes up, and your confidence keeps increasing, decreasing, depending on how many viewers are watching. But this is like it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't pay attention to the viewers because it's not like that shouldn't be the factor you're looking for in determining how successful you are. So you need, when you vlog, you need to focus on what you want to say. There's certain things that you want to say that will change the world. There's certain things that you want to say. Like I believe in transhumanism. I believe in slowly becoming part of AI, and so that I can live as long of a life as possible. That's part of what transhumanism is. Have these ideas, and I could live as long as possible if I eat healthy and take care of my body. I don't eat healthy per se, but I'm more about more about cardio than I do this like dancing workout, but it's kind of I do this dancing workout, but it's kind of like limited stretches and limited dances. But what else should I say? I should lie down again. I'm running out of ideas. I have to lie down and get rested, get more ideas when I'm lying down where I'm rested. I don't like how the camera says, oh, you can't put the camera that way because it's not where the camera should be, but there's really no spot the camera shouldn't be in. It wouldn't make any sense. So tomorrow I'm going back to class. I'm really looking forward to that. That's like it's always a decent part of my week. I don't really mind it. It's more like the people there go through these emotional struggles, and I'm there to listen to them. I'm there to listen. I'm there to listen to them deal with that stuff and understand what they're saying. But like I'm almost like a therapist to those people there. So, but I kind of don't relate to what they're saying. But I kind of really do relate to them. I kind of feel like I have more in common with them than I have had with like any people I've ever met, because like these people actually have problems, and like I have problems too. And it's like a lot of people I've met are like are like live have like simple lives, and it's just like I don't relate to that. I mean, I might have a simple life, but it doesn't mean it's not complicated, and I just um when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. When you wish upon a star, your dream will come true. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. When you wish upon a star, your dream will come true. That was the song Pinocchio. Pinocchio was a great movie. Yeah, so I kind of think you have to change your jobs every so often. It actually like surprises people because like they get like in a they get like in this rut where they think I can't do this. Like I just can't do this. And they think, well, if I can't do that, then I can't do anything. But no, it's not that you can't do anything. It's that you just can't do that job. And of course, I could find something better to do than working at my old companies I worked at. I worked at so many terrible companies in my life, and they were actually okay when I first started working there, but they just got worse and worse and worse. And I'm not gonna put up with other people's like cult-like behavior of a culture of hugging. If you ever get one of those workplaces where like the people can't stop hugging, that's problematic behavior. If you ever see a bunch of people hugging not for like hours upon hours on a day shift, yeah, that's a red light. That's a no-go zone. That's a reason to leave that workplace. You do not want to work at a place that has a significant amount of hugging and a significant amount of touching and a significant amount of groping and a significant amount of close cult-like behavior where everyone's a family and where you treat everyone you're like dating or something. I'm sure it's fine for some people to work in a place like that. I'm sure it's like I'm sure some people are cool with that and like I'm I get that that's what some people prefer a workplace like that. Some people prefer that style of workplace. It's not for me though. It's not for me to be in a cult-like work environment. I can't I can't do any of that stuff. I mean, it just makes me sad. Like it honestly just makes me sad when I see everyone hugging each other. I think they're doing it because they're trying to make me jealous. That's the thing. I think they're trying to make me jealous, and so like I just can't work in a place like that. But um, so I've been having Pop Tarts today. The Pop Tarts have been going well on my diet so far. I'm trying to eat less meat and eat more Pop Tarts. It's almost like vegan, but just for Pop Tarts. Um, Vegan for Pop Tarts. Is Pop Tarts vegan? No, because that flour is not vegan. Is flour is probably not vegan. Probably not. It's probably this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so every time my sister comes, like, I gotta start talking a lot to her and like really in-depth conversations and stuff. Like I don't have in-depth conversations like that with anybody else. Like it's kind of funny. Like I don't really have conversations like that with anybody else. Like I never met anyone who I could have in-depth conversations with. It's like I never met someone as like generally educated as my sister that like I'd want to like have an in-depth conversation. Like when I meet someone, it's always like um like I'm very hesitant to really get a serious conversation going because I don't know if I'm gonna agree with anything. And then over time, you learn some things you agree upon, and then you focus on those. But like I just like I don't usually do in-depth conversations a lot of times. Like so, I don't know. Like with my sister, I can do that. But one of the reasons I like seeing her, but it's kind of exhausting seeing her too. Is I talk a lot, and we do have big conversations, but it's also like it's not as and we've reached this point in like our lives where like she's the successful one and I'm the non-successful one, and everyone knew this was gonna happen. You know, there was this one point where I was working at a grocery store, and it seemed like I could have been. There's 2 points. There's a point where I was graduating with good grades from community college, and there was a separate point where I had a good job at a grocery store. And those 2 points, it seemed like I could be as successful as my sister. But those are the only 2 points in my life I've ever felt I could be as successful as my sister. Um, every other moment, I've always felt that she's going to be more successful than I am. Um, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Um, she she she's just smarter than me, but she works harder than me. Um, but it's nothing I have against her. I'm just jealous of her. But yeah, I I don't know what she does that like she's able to be so confident all the time, and like she's able to study computer science, and I've tried to study computer science too, but I didn't understand it. Like my dad tried to study computer science and he didn't understand it. Um, I think that Tracy has my sister has gifts that I just don't have. So I'll probably go back to tarot reading later on in the week. But let me get through Monday, Tuesday, and let me just get through Monday and Tuesday, and then I'll probably do some tarot reading on Wednesday. Yeah, I'll probably do some tarot reading on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. I'll probably go back to tarot reading. Today I just wanted to do this because as I decompress a little bit for the week. Um, I don't think it's impossible that I can't find a job again. I I knew when I was in high school that it was going to be difficult to find a job. I knew it was going to be difficult to work when I was like a teenager. I knew it was going to be difficult to work because I had so many health problems. I had so many back problems that it was like, how am I ever going to work with all these back problems? And then I really got stronger. I really worked out a lot and did a lot of yoga, and I got through it. And my back problems kind of went away over time to the point where I was able to work at a retail or grocery store. And I did that for about 3.5 years. And I was successful for 3.5 years. It might have been at a low wage job, but I don't know. Sometimes I think about like washing cars or something, but washing cars is like mm, it's really hot out when you do that, and it's just my eyes probably aren't good enough to do that because I have really bad eyes, so I don't think I could wash cars for a living. But a lot of things are just like I look at the easy jobs, like I look at like all the cashier jobs, and like I couldn't do the cashier jobs because I have like autism. So like I realize this now. I have autism, so that's why I can't work there. But you know, if I could just like change a few things about myself and just change myself a little bit, I think I could work at a normal job. And the other thing is like finding the right opportunity. If you find the right place, it's sort of like that's everything that right there is if you find the right place. Like my last job was the right place for like 5 years. I worked there for 5 years and it was the right place. It just got to a point where I think they were taking advantage of my they're taking advantage of my kindness. Not kindness, that's not the word. They were taking advantage of my employment. They my problem wasn't that they weren't paying me enough. I didn't have a problem with what they were paying me. I had a problem with uh just the whole cult like experience I had there. But anyways, I shouldn't talk about that. Um I think that I could find a job someday, but like I have like extreme problems like when I work some jobs that like other people don't have. Like it's not like simple everyday problems. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. That I'm not even gonna like talk about on here because it's so outlandish. It's out it's outrageous. It's like outrageous problems I have at jobs, but I'm not gonna like detail it on YouTube. I'm not like mad about it. I'm just saying like I'm not I am not it's not some simple thing. Walk into a company, fill out an application and say, okay, when do I start? I, there's so many like obstacles when I do that, when fill applications out. Um, there's so many things I don't understand about what they ask of me to do. Um, I've seen so many things at different companies I've worked at. I've seen I don't know. I've seen like people have really like weird reactions to me at companies, and it's just like I guess I take it too personally. Maybe I should take it too personally, but like it makes me think I can't keep working there if they have like extreme reactions to me. It just makes me think that I'm not like I'm not cut out for that line of work. But the I think the key to business is searching for streams of income. Like it's why I'm on YouTube, it's why I'm on Twitter, it's why I'm on TikTok. It's why I'm on these things. You search for streams of income. What day is today? Sunday. Yeah, um, you do this live stream. You hope people show up, and so far nobody showed up. But um, the thing is, it's uh, it's about like Sometimes I wonder if I should be like on Twitch. You know, would it be better if I was on Twitch? I don't really think so. I don't really think Twitch would be better. I think Google is in the ad business. Google focuses on ads more than anything else. Um, and Google's whole business is advertising. You know, like a side business of Amazon is advertising, and they do focus on advertising, but advertising is not Amazon's whole business. Advertising is Google's whole business, and that's why you'd want to be on a platform with the best layers of advertising. Um, was there the option? There's Twitch, there's YouTube, and there's I mean it's just there's Spotify. I can do it, but I'm not doing Spotify. Spotify is too people. Not enough people use Spotify, I think. Um, and there's Twitch, there's YouTube. The other one's TikTok. Well, the problem with TikTok is I don't have 500 followers on there. If you have 500 followers, you can do a live stream, which I'm at like 380, almost 380 right now, so I can't quite do a live stream. You know, I do believe in being on different platforms for what it's worth. I do believe on being on different platforms. Like part of me likes being on YouTube. It's the way people talk about TikTok and the way people say it's like the end of the world or whatever. Um, that is the way people talk about that is striking, and it makes me want to be making content on YouTube because I feel like this is a more respected platform. I think there's more space for advertising on YouTube than there is space for advertising on TikTok or space for advertising on Twitch. I know there's advertising on those platforms, but I don't think the advertising will be as dominant as it is on YouTube. And I get these ideas from Devin Nash and Devin Nash's YouTube channel. Devin Nash doesn't even make that many videos anymore. I think he's kind of done with YouTube. He has his private companies and but yeah, I think that you get what you give, and so if you give good content, you will get good results. And it's sort of like exploring the Atlantic, like under the ocean, the Atlantic, like deep ocean expeditions. You want to search for those diamonds in the rough from those shipwrecks from long ago, and it's like buried treasure. A lot of what you want to create on YouTube is like buried treasure because a lot of us have disabilities. A lot of us who aren't working regular jobs because there are a lot of us on YouTube because we're not working regular jobs, and a lot of us have disabilities. That's why we're making stuff on here. You know what I mean? So it's sort of like buried treasure. Um, you think about that and you say it's buried treasure, buried treasure. And you might be you know turned over by a lot of other organizations, but um, maybe the biggest organization of all, which is Google, maybe they'd want me. I asked my sister, why doesn't she try to work for Google? And she's like, oh no, she's probably not good enough to do it. But yeah, she probably doesn't have the qualifications. Yeah, but it would be. Yeah, I know she's saying like only the best people work for Google, and she's probably not like the best person in programming. So she does like training courses for people. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She does some cool stuff. Um, yeah, I think I'm like buried treasure. I think I'm like, um, and what I want to do with my life is like buried treasure. It might be looked over by a lot of people, but when I find the um, explorer looking to find me, it's gonna be like a bounty of a wealth of bounty, and you know I'm looking forward to it. But in the meantime, I think it's good for me to be a listener. Always, always look for the listeners. Who's that? The guy that said that always look for the listeners. Um, they said always look for the helpers. Always look for the helpers, and that's what they say. If you always look for the helpers, you're gonna find the good people in the world, the people that help people. Always look for the helpers, and always look for the listeners. And I'm probably gonna spend a lot of my time listening. When I go to class tomorrow, it's always it's always pretty extreme. It's always pretty extreme what they're going through. I don't understand it. I don't understand like why my coworker's kid is stealing things, or I don't understand why she has to um, donate plasma to survive. I, she's really poor, and I'm poor, but my parents take care of me. Um, my parents don't let me go without eating and go without drinking water and stuff. Um, and without sleeping in a nice bed. Being away from being shelter away from the storm. But I do meet people who are very distraught. I I go to school with some people who are very distraught. Sometimes I think the teachers can't even take it. The teachers can't even take working with us anymore because we're so um un un I don't know, something we're not good enough. But I don't know, I think that it's possible that things could go well for me for a while, like as long as they don't try to date me at my school. I don't want them to date me. I just want them to be friends. I don't want to date them. I just all they want to do is be friends with them. As long as they understand that, I think we're gonna have a good time. Because I do not want to date them. I'm not there to date. That's another hurdle that I gotta get past. Because this one girl there, she's kind of like delusional because she thinks we're gonna date or something. Um, just because like I've kind of like a saggy body, and like so she thinks like I would really need someone like her to get stronger or whatever. Yeah, I'm not dating that girl, and it's not gonna happen. I'm not really looking to date anybody, but definitely not dating her. It's definitely not who I'm looking for. So if I was looking for somebody, it wouldn't be her. But I think she kind of not really flirts with me, but she's extra nice to me sometimes. And when you're extra nice to someone, you've got to assume they're extra nice for a reason, like they want something from you. Like I think she wants to go on a date with me, That's why she's being extra nice to me. I wouldn't quite call it flirting. I just say she's being nice to me. She gives me compliments and stuff. Like she wants to be around me more and stuff. I don't think her taste in movies are interesting or no. She likes a bunch of, I don't know how to describe it, but we're not into the same things. No. We're not into the same things. But I don't even know what I'm into, honestly. I enjoy exploring random YouTube channels. And it's like the tarot reading and the Joel Osteen. Um, um, yeah, so I'll probably do some tarot reading later on in the week, but I'm not gonna do it today, obviously. I'm probably just gonna keep doing this for like 45 more minutes or so, and then that'll be it. Um, the marketing on TikTok's going pretty well. I'm actually not. I mean, my numbers aren't going down. I mean, it's kind of funny. Like, you keep thinking they're gonna go down, but you look at them, and they're like, "Wait, are they gonna go down?" And they're like, "No, not this week. Maybe next week, and maybe not this week, maybe next week." I've had some down weeks, but not really down. I mean, I've had some down weeks, and then like all I do is just post a couple of comments on TikTok, and then my YouTube numbers are right back up because people just see like, oh, I'm I'm putting these effort into saying these nice things on TikTok, nice things in TikTok to people, and so they are to return the nicest. They go to my YouTube channel and check out what I had to say, which is cool. That's always cool. I gotta find a way to put these live streams on the front of the channel, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do that. There's a lot of things about this content creation that I think is kind of I'm very haphazard about. I'm very like shoestring operation. I've never kind of really no idea what I'm doing here. Um, in a lot of ways, I kind of have like no idea what I'm doing. So what I would do is keep making content, and I've heard people say this is a trap. I've heard people say uh, content creation is a trap. Like you get a taste of it, but you don't really go anywhere. But I don't think that's true. I think people do make careers doing this. Um, but they think even people that make careers doing this, they think, oh, but I should have done something else. They might find themselves making like $20,000 a year doing this, but they think, oh, I should have done something else. But then they couldn't write exactly what they want to write about, and if they're a blogger or they're a vlogger, like they couldn't talk about what they want to talk about. So like you get the opportunities you want on by doing this for yourself. You do it for yourself, not for anyone else. And that's where, the opportunity lies. But I think that my channel does grow when I post comments on TikTok. It does grow, and or when I take videos of myself on TikTok, that does grow my YouTube channel and also grows my TikTok account. It does grow it. It's such a slow process. How many years have I been doing this? I started this in the last week of 2017, and it's 2023 now, so 2018, 2019, 2020, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23. So I've been doing this for about a solid 6 years now, right? And I haven't made any money. I've been doing this for a solid 6 years and I haven't made any money. But I gotta ask myself, what else would I be doing with my time that would be productive? What else would I be doing with my time that is productive? I think generally speaking, this is the best way for people with disabilities to spend their time is to create podcasts and create videos and try to get famous, try to get internet famous. And I don't think there's anything else you would want to do with your time other than that. I think that the local opportunities for local jobs could come. Um, it's funny. Like every time I tell my mom I think about applying to a place, she tells me, oh, that's a bad idea because um, what did she say? She told me she told me I'm supposed to be wearing a fancy suit, wear like a fancy suit or wear nice clothes or something. And if I'm not wearing nice clothes, I'm not gonna be taken seriously. I She said if I wasn't wearing nice clothes, I wasn't gonna be taken seriously. She said that, and then the other thing she said is they don't want volunteers. So like they probably don't want volunteers. So like when she says stuff like that, it makes me like not even want to try. Um, I kind of wish I had more guidance about where should I go, what should I do, but I think that she I think she does try to help, but sometimes I don't know what I'm supposed to do to make money. Or I'm supposed to. Yeah, I guess she's right. It's probably not going to work, but yeah, she's right. It's probably not going to work, but it's just like I almost don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to think about it. And um, it gave me an idea. I'm gonna go down by. No, I'm not going to stop streaming for that. I was thinking about doing something, but no, I think everyone's pretty comfortable with what I'm doing right now. I think they kind of want me doing this. Um, is this how I'm supposed to hold this? Okay, I guess I can hold it like this. Um, hold it straight like that. I don't know, yeah, I don't really care about jobs. Like, I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just think, yeah, I just think I don't care. You know what's happening right now? They're not recommending my YouTube channel to as many people on the live stream because they haven't sent anyone here to watch it. Probably because the last few times I sent people here, they didn't end up keep watching it, so they probably know this whole live stream isn't very good. You know, they probably know this stream isn't what people want to see, so they're not sending as many people here, and that's fine. Um, yeah, I think oh, you know what it is? Bigo. Bigo is the other live stream thing. So there's Bigo, there's Twitch, and there's YouTube. And Bigo will give you like hundreds of people to talk to. And Twitch will give you like probably a few people to talk to. Probably give you a few people more than YouTube to talk to. My problems with Bigo is this. Bigo is Twitch. Twitch does a lot like in gambling, I guess. Um, like I don't know. This really sucks. I don't get any viewers to talk to. Makes me wonder if I should be on Twitch or Bigo. It really makes me wonder because, like I'm trying to remember what I've been watching Devin Nash for a few years now, and he'll tell you what the advantage of YouTube over TikTok is. What is it he said? So like, YouTube is an advertising platform, and Twitch is sells goods platform. I think he said the sales team on Twitch doesn't use an algorithm to sell ads, whereas the sales thing on YouTube does use an algorithm to sell ads. That's why there's just more ad revenue on YouTube, and it feels like um, Twitch is going to be faster to profitability than or YouTube's going to be faster to profitability than Twitch is because the the automatic and then sorry, not automatic the thing they use to sell the ads to companies buying the ads on YouTube, it's it's more what do you call it? It's more optimized, and that's what's ultimately going to make YouTube going to be a longer lasting platform than Twitch. And a lot of this stuff is long term thinking. Long term thinking. What do these companies do? And Twitch is like a social media company. Um, but I, I Devin Nash referred to this as like the baller move. It's the baller move to make YouTube content because you're kind of gonna be sad and lonely when you do it. You're not gonna have all the stars and stripes flying everywhere, all the people watching and stuff, and new follower and all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, hmm, a new follower doesn't mean as much on Twitch as it does on YouTube. So, like, viewers mean more on YouTube than Twitch. But I know there is more money to be made on Twitch than YouTube. But the other thing with YouTube is it saves your old content and stores them so that people can watch it later. So that if you invest time in making content, it automatically stores it on the shelf on YouTube. Or I know it does it on Twitch too, but the it's more evergreen and as far as the selling ads on YouTube than it is on Twitch. The selling of ads is more evergreen on YouTube than it is Twitch. I think that my hair is looking good today, which is good. Um, did I shave my unibrow? No, but I did shave it, but I didn't shave my beard all the way. Um, I think there's bigger kind of creators on YouTube. I mean, like Joe Rogan really got going on YouTube. Justin Bieber got going on YouTube originally. I think YouTube has a more storied history of making big time creators than Twitch does. Twitch does have big time creators, don't get me wrong, but Twitch does have a storied history. But I think YouTube has a more storied history of big time creators. Maybe I can make my channel. I can do a channel about comparing and contrast YouTube with Twitch. Um, talking about the different platforms and the advantages and disadvantages of either one. I'll say that this streaming making content has made my life better. I feel better in general since I've started making content. I feel better about myself. I enjoy looking at the stats. I enjoy thinking about what it means. Let me see something here. It's 8:30, so if I did this for another hour, it'd be 9:30. Yes, I could do the 2 hour live stream here. See how that goes. I could just like go to the bathroom in the middle of it if I wanted to. Um, it's okay if it doesn't get viewers, because that's something to be earned. Getting viewers is something to be earned, and I can still work on my oratory skills, even if there aren't any people watching. So, um, I'm thinking I want to focus on my YouTube channel, but I also want to work on my TikTok channel. I won't do that much on Twitter. I probably won't do that much on Twitter because I think Twitter is kind of a fading thing. And Twitter's kind of a fading thing. I'm probably running out of things to talk about now. Mm. So my sister was visiting this weekend. Uh, it's just about talking for an hour and that's it. That's what I do here, is talk for an hour. Um, I guess it's all right. I guess this is all right. I guess this will be fun. Um, Play video games after this. No, I'm probably not gonna play video games after this because it gives me a headache. I think about uh uh, what is the greatest expression of life? To me, the greatest expression of life can be a YouTube channel. The greatest expression of what you're doing with your life and the type of person you want to be and who you want to become. I think it's a YouTube channel. I think that's the greatest expression of life. Um, I, I could talk poetry for additional time instead of doing prose. Let me go to the bathroom and then I'll come back and do poetry. I'll be right back. So people might say, what is the greatest expression of life? And I would say doing this right here, um, live streaming, a vlog and chatting. I think this is the greatest expression of life. And I got that line from a Howard Jones song. What is the greatest expression of love? But I'm not going to use this channel to what's the word? Woo people, because this channel will be only be about serious things. Because I could get in trouble with the police if I use this channel to woo people. Anyways, the single most beneficial thing I get from this channel is um, I get to hear my own voice talk, and I get to hear the echoes that go down the crevices of my mouth, and the teeth and the echoes that run through my tongue and my nose and my nasally voice. And that's the greatest thing, the single greatest thing I get from this experience is hearing my nasally voice. But I think I'm gonna end it. I can't. Was I gonna do poetry? Hmm. I can't really think of any poetry. What is the greatest expression of life? I can't really think of any poetry. Sure, yes, I did. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say. I mean, but like, what am I gonna do now? When the question is, when I end the stream, what is there gonna be left to do? I'm just gonna go back to responding to people's posts on TikTok and respond to this, respond to that. I enjoy having people see me on my YouTube channel, and the only way I'm going to get a following on here is by people seeing me on here. I don't have any viewers, and that's fine, but I think that I'll get better at speaking the more I do this, and that can be a good thing. And my oratory skills will become more fluent over time, and I'll have my thoughts more organized over time, and I will be a clearer thinker over time. This will probably be what I'll do with my life, and hope and pray that something more might come. Um, I don't know the reason I haven't applied to that one job yet. Um, I don't know. Yeah, so I'll probably um, do some dancing, but I'm not really doing dancing right today because the back of my foot hurts from the spinning. I was doing spinning like 1 or 2 days ago, and it kind of hurt the back of my foot from doing that. So I'll wait for that to heal up, and then I'll recontinue the dancing. Um, so kind of resting is the best I could do right now. I think that makes sense. Is the best thing to do is resting. Um, I think that I don't even think I qualify for having the handicap driver. I have this handicap driving service I get around town, but the more I think about it, the more I think, I could just take the city bus. Like, I don't need this handicap service. Um, I mean, I could use it, but you have to decide, make your appointments like 2 days in advance. Like, I don't want to make appointments 2 days in advance and who's driving me, or I don't want to do that. Um, no. And I can take the bus to where I live. I can do that. Um, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think I don't want this handicap bus. But, um, yeah. I mean, but it took me a while to kind of learn how to best use the regular bus. It took me a while to realize, okay, I could go and go get a snack after work. Like, probably the best place to get a snack after work there's a few different places. There's Walmart, there's Publix, or there's a gas station I could go to. Um, Tomorrow I'll probably go to Walmart, you know. Tomorrow I'll probably go to Walmart to get that snack. Yeah. Or or if I could wait like an extra 45 minutes or so, I could get the snack at the gas station. What's the advantage of getting the snack at the gas? Well, it doesn't make a difference. It's just one you sit at a gas station, one you sit at Walmart. Wh- I think I'd rather be sitting at the Walmart than the gas station, to be honest, because the Walmart's kind of the people are kind of nicer there, and just and not that the people are nice at the gas station, but I kind of think they get tired of seeing me there because I walk there so frequently. So I think I'll go to the Walmart the 3 days a week that I go to class. Um, yeah, I think I'll do that. It's one of the reasons why I don't want the handicap bus because I don't want to think I don't want to have to think about like what they want to do, you know? Like I want to go get a snack after work and I don't want to think is that okay or whatever like like I'm supposed to like drive you to appointments and stuff, but so if I wasn't vlogging right now, what would I be doing? I don't think I'd be playing video games. I'd probably be reading Twitter, but I like the sound of my own voice more than I like reading Twitter. Um, because I don't know, Twitter is just like the news. Twitter's like mostly the news, and it's kind of like blah blah blah. Um, yeah, I'd be reading the news on Twitter, but then I'll probably like close out of it and like turn the music on and stare at my ceiling. I read the news and start to stare at my ceiling and be like, well, I wish I could be, you know, doing something else right now. I don't know. I kind of look forward to going into the class tomorrow because I don't really have anything to do. It gives me like a purpose in life. I find it like an achievement to like get good enough to be around people and to think that I'm a worthwhile person. Um, I think I think one of the guys there quit because he didn't like me or something, but it wouldn't be the first time. It's kind of depressing there. The vibe of that whole place is kind of depressing. I do like that we get a donut, when we go there. But I do think the vibe of the whole place is depressing. Watch like John Wayne movies when we're there. Mm. kind of a depressing day. The best part of my day is when I get chocolate milk and donuts after work. I get I get chocolate milk and donuts after work, and it's kind of the best part of my day. It's all free, paid for on food stamps. Really, really great. Um, so what is the key thing I should be focusing my time on right now? I should be focusing on getting a job. I should be focusing on getting stronger. I should be focusing on getting a good amount of sleep. I should be focusing on making friends. And I should be focused on treating people with respect. Um, those are some of the things I like to focus on. Those are some of the things I'd like to be, I like to do. There's many things I could be, places I could go. Those are some of the things that I would do if I could be the best me that I could be. Yeah, I'll probably be doing this like 50 years from now. And just like saying, yeah, man, this is it. This is a life. This is the pirate's life for me. Yo ho, pirate's life for me. I know a lot of people like to dress up as a pirate because they're like so depressed. They're like nihilists. What's with this camera screen? I know some people that are like nihilists, and they oh, I gotta turn it this way. That's how. Yeah, they're like nihilists and they dress up like a pirate. There's a guy. I mean, there's a guy I used to work with who did that. He dressed up like a pirate. He's like a nihilist, but I'm not a nihilist. I'm I have a lot of optimism about the future. I think a lot of optimism about the future. I'm like more a transhumanist than I am a nihilist. I have a lot of faith for the future. It's not. It's not like I don't have faith for the future. I have a lot of faith for the future. I believe in a lot of good things are gonna happen. Marvelous things are gonna happen. And you know, I'm confident in the good nature of people. I just, I just, I just don't know what I'm supposed to be spending my time doing right now. What is the best option? Because I could be reading Twitter right now, reading about the politics and the poetry, the power and the pain. Or I could be responding to people on TikTok and trying to write out poetry by the letter. Write out poetry by the letter. But instead, I think I would like to say it verbally on YouTube. But how do you say poetry? That's the question. How do you make things rhyme? How do you make things slime? I'm not that worried about that. I don't worry about poetry in the immediate future or in the immediate present. I think about it in the long term, in the medium to long term. I think about poetry in the medium to long term. I think about it like this is a goal I'm working towards, and this is who I want to be. This is the man that I want to be. This is the man that I want to be. I want to be someone who can come up with the best poetry possible. And sometimes that means I have to listen to music on Spotify. And sometimes that means I need to say things myself. But I would like to get better at communicating it verbally. Um, I say some nonsensical comments in the TikTok comments, and I think they probably aren't gonna like what I'm saying on there because it's not really good poetry. It's like crap poetry. They don't want 4 lines that rhyme. They don't want that on there. Uh, I know that time can heal, but what I don't know is that if time was a mistake to make the mistakes of my past, would I do it all over again if I could? Would I change it and make it better? I think that I'm wasted away in this present muck of living, but it is not so bad because I have my health. I live in the United States, just I think one of the best countries in the world to live in. It's one of the best. There's other countries too that aren't bad. I think we're one of the best. Um, yeah, you could persuade me and say we're not the richest country, or I told people we're the richest country in the world, and they're like, "Oh, we're not the richest country in the world." Okay, well, okay, then so okay, well that's fine. It a lot of it is just like opinion. You come up with different ideas on how to make life tolerable. You find different things. Like you find that thing, you find this thing, you find that thing, you find this thing, that thing, you find this thing, you find that thing, you find this thing. And you find these ideas to make life tolerable, and that's each one of them you just give the thumbs up. And that's what you'd want from that. Um, and I don't think there's any debate about if it makes life tolerable, then how could you not want it or whatever? But I think it's I think it's kind of like a mask we all wear to not just prevent the spread of disease, but it's a mask to hide our real selves. It's like a shaman mask or something to be a different entity altogether. To be a uh, to be a different character. We wear different masks to be a different character in a story that maybe we're writing, maybe we're not writing, and you you dress up as this, you dress up as that. So I think people make mistakes at different times in their lives. They get in bad relationships. I'm trying to avoid being in a bad relationship. I think sometimes you feel sympathy for another person, and you feel like, oh, this person deserves to be happy. This person deserves to feel good, but it wouldn't make sense, because if I wasn't that attracted to them, then I wouldn't treat them the way they wanted to be treated anyways. They want to be desired or whatever. Like I have this coworker, or not coworker, I have this classmate, and I think she likes me and I like her, but I don't want to date her because I take medication. I'll be right back.